All right, good evening, everyone. Okay, so we're talking about the support and resistance concept now. Yeah, I'm using a video for better explanation so it won't really confuse you guys. So, now support and resistance is one of the mainly, or rather, the most popular concept used in trading, in the sense that it tells you where to buy and where to sell from in the market. You get so the zone we have up here. Let me give an example. Like up here, this zone up here is known as the resistance zone. So at this zone, this is where the market might likely, reverse from to make a sell. So sales are being noticed and sales are being, gathered around here. So you can actually know where and where the market might likely retrace from. So this zone actually is a very strong resistance zone because we have multiple retests on this particular trend line. So you can see here right now we have multiple retests here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So to show you that this is actually a very strong resistance zone, you can see the number of times the market has retested this particular zone for it to make a very good move to the downside. So this zone actually is a very, very strong resistance zone. So now let me duplicate this and show you where a support zone is. It's actually the opposite of resistance. Resistance is for the sell, support is for the buy. Just take it like that. So it's very simple. Resistance is for the sell, support is for the buy. So now let me use this particular zone here. Let me go from here. Okay, you see how the market retested here, this particular zone, came back, retested from here, retested this support line, rather, came up, then retested this resistance zone, then came down again, retested this support line. You can see it has already retested here before, making this a very strong support line. You get. So now the market retested here and went for a buy. Resistance is for the sell, support is for the buy. Just take note like that. So now these zones I drew up are called the external support and resistance line. You know why? Because they are the ones that show you the larger and the more broad areas that the market has retested. So now let's look for the internal resistance and support, like inside, like from this range now, from this top here to this down. We're using a Fibonacci this time. You can use your normal trend line to figure out lines, but I want to make it more simpler for you guys. You can use the Fibonacci from the highest peak to the lowest peak. You get. So you can see within this peak, you can see different lines. You can see the 61.8. Let me shift it here. You can see it well. Yes. You can see the 61.8, the 50, the 38.2, and the 23.6. So all these lines are from the Fibonacci. They are also a great way to tell you where market might likely, reverse from or continue from. So you can see within these lines. Let me just use a trend line to capture these lines for you so that you understand what I'm saying. This will be actually very, very simple. It's very, very simple and very, very straightforward. You can actually, with the Fibonacci, you can actually, spot out support and minor support and resistance lines. So now, the first one, let me change the first color to, let's say, white. So now, the first one, you can see let me use an arrow so I can actually demonstrate what I'm saying.